sitting. He has lived in Connecticut for a decade, but you can't take the New Orleans out of the boy or the man. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. You've seen him on the stage before, Mr. Jim Enelow! Woo! Woo!
Hello. Thank you, Christine. How are you guys doing? Let's just jump right in here, okay? A Moderna vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine, and Donald Trump walk into a bar. That's it, I'm just kidding, it's not a joke. The joke, maybe there's no punchline, it's not a joke. So I want to start by talking about a relationship challenge I have, and her name is food. I have a problem with food, in that I love it a little too much, and my portion control isn't so great. Maybe my New Orleans blood and all the tasty food I got to grow up on. I'm convinced in my former life, I'm pretty sure I may have been a goldfish. If there's flakes at the top of the screen, I'm heading up, at the top of the tank, I'm heading up there. And I'm not gonna stop till they're gone. But when my eating habits cross the line from misdemeanor to felony, was one dark moment at home a few years ago. My wife Wendy, who's in the crowd, and my 3 sons, one of which Henry's in the crowd, had gone up to bed peacefully like normal human beings. I wasn't tired, insomnia, so I'm down on the couch watching whatever comes after Jimmy Fallon. And I go into the kitchen, squirrel into the back of a cabinet, and I see this tin of these cookies. I don't know if you guys know about these cookies, these French macaroons in these pastel colors. I think they cost like $8 a cookie, it's ridiculous. So, of course, I took the tin, went and lied down on the couch, and had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and nodded off to sleep, no surprise. Tap on my shoulder. It's Wendy. It's 6:30 in the morning. Before I can even get an excuse out of my mouth, I glance at my stomach, and there's about $130 of French macaroon crumbs on my stomach. I knew I hit the low water mark then. So it was time to get on a program. Diet, exercise, got one of those Pelotons. These things are fantastic. I assume you guys know about these Pelotons. You pick your length of the workout. I can do my 45 minutes, pick my music. I got my classic rock going, and you can pick whatever instructor you like, either live or taped live. And I am so into this one instructor. I've done like 45 of these workouts. Her name is Emma Lovewell. She's awesome. And yes, that's a real name. I know that sounds like a pole dancer, but that's a real name. So Emma and I, we've been jiving, on my birthday, she called out my name. That was kind of cool, little relationship build there. Things are going great. I'm down like 15, 20 pounds. I'm huffing and puffing. Wendy's like, Jesus Christ, what's with Emma? Not that, like, she doesn't even care. She's joking. Actually, she's completely hot, but that's beside the point. But she's cool with it. She knows I'm trying hard. I'm working out hard. I'm really trying hard. See, that's me not doing the locker room humor. I didn't quite cross the line. So at any rate, that's all going well. A couple days later, my son George says to me, Dad, it's my birthday next week, and I've decided what I want to do. I want to go to a Brooklyn Nets game. Sounds pretty reasonable to me. We've never been to the Brooklyn Nets. I don't think I've been to Brooklyn, for God's sakes. So we got tickets, all 5 of us. A week later, got these great seats. We're sitting down at the seats with our $85 of 2 hot dogs and 1.5 beers. And all of a sudden, one of the boys says, "Oh, Dad, down on the floor seats, that's Emma Lovewell." And I look down there, and sure enough, right under the backboard, she's sitting on those seats where there's a guard that checks your tickets before you go in. So she's sitting there in her little jeans, and she's actually sitting next to another Peloton instructor, Allie Love. I swear to you, that's her real name, and yes, sounds like somebody that's had some dollar bills swung in front of her today with that name. But Allie Love is actually, pretty hot stuff. She's the voice of the Brooklyn Nets, for real. She walks down in the center court in her stilettos, and before the game, whoops everybody up and tells some jokes and says, "We'll throw t-shirts at you in the breaks," and all that good stuff. She's great. So all of a sudden, I'm standing there looking at these 2 professional instructors that I respect very much. And and I feel stares at me from the whole family. We break into a huge family conversation without one word being exchanged. I got Wendy on the shoulder with this like, don't even think about it. You're gonna make a fool of yourself. What kind of role model is this? Is a security guard down there like, really? And then on this shoulder are the three boys giving me this triple D, Pops, double dog dare. When is this gonna happen again? You gotta go for it. You only live once. I look left, I look right, straight down there. Don't even say a word. I just hear the distant Wendy saying, what are you doing? Left bomb came out. So I get down there, the security guard, of course, is guarding these seats. This guy ain't exactly ex-Secret Service, right? He glances at a ticket, and I slip right behind him. I'm heading over there. It's to Ms. Love and Ms. Lovewell. And, you know, it's about only 15 feet, and I know I'm gonna have maybe 10 seconds before this guy comes over and it's like, get out of here, you don't have a ticket. So I walk up, I'm about to approach them, and the thought occurs to me. I still got my suit on from work, I'm sweating. I have no idea what I'm gonna say, no idea. And I'm also looking a little bit like a middle-aged creep, maybe with a little dash of pedophile slipped in. It's just, this is not cool. So I walk up there, and it just came out, I don't know where it came from. I said, Emma, I love you. She's like, excuse me? I said, Emma, I love you. And man, I started flowing. I don't know where any of this came from. I said, before I met you and got my Peloton, I weighed 415 pounds. And now, 50, 60 rides later, 6 months, I'm under 200. Emma, this was great. I said, Emma, thanks to you, I learned to live again. Oh my God. So just as this happens, tap on the shoulder. It's like, showtime, I'm out of here. Go join the kids, drink your beer. And the guy's like, could I see your ticket? And Allie Love, our voice of the Nets, cuts him off and says, no. He's fine. We're with him. So all of a sudden, this guy waddles off. The mall cop got just thrown away. And I'm standing there in the middle of a conversation that I don't know where this baby's going. So Emma pops up. It's like, you gotta tell me all about this. What happened? Talk to me. And of course, you know, why do it when you can overdo it? And so I just cut and run. I talked about the surgical options. I talked about, you know, my thyroid problems. I'm just completely making this shit up. And she's just like totally buying it. It's weird, I don't think she went to medical school. And so she gives me this huge hug, high fives, like, we're so proud of you. She asks for my contact details because she wants to stay in touch. Man, this is cool. I don't remember anything about anything after that. I don't remember if the Nets won. I don't remember the rest of the night. I just remember glancing up at my family, and the kids are like, and Wendy's like, really? Another conversation without a word. So that was it. It was just a fabulous night. So a week later, we're back in Connecticut. My phone rings. It's Peloton Marketing and Media Group. They're like, yeah? And they said they spoke to Emma, and they couldn't believe the journey that I had been on. You know you're in trouble when they say journey. Journey. I'm like, yeah. I'm like thinking, what did I say, 415 or 385? And so they said, we'd like you to come downtown to Brooklyn, ironically, twice in one lifetime. We want you to come down, and if you're okay with this, we want to interview you and do a photo shoot. And but there's one thing, we gotta have a picture that's a before picture when you're over 400 pounds. And then, not done yet, we're gonna take the before and after and talk about your journey and do a national print ad campaign and use me. At this point, I'm like, Wendy's like, what is going on? Why are you sweating? Of course, I paused and thought about it, and I said, you know, I'm a really private guy. That was a dark period of my life. And I'm really not comfortable having a picture of my before. So, that is my Emma story. And by the way, truth, this is me and Emma in the floor seats. Yeah, baby. She's my babe. And I'm Jim Enelow. Thank you very much.
few times. Actually, I'm going to take this mic. I'm just thinking. Jim has been on stage with us a few times, and what's really fun, I don't want to hold my stomach in. That's why I'm standing behind this bench. It's too much. Okay, fine. And Jim has been with us a few times, and I turned to the people who are new to the stage right now, and I was like, he's so high, he just claimed that he had a fibroid condition. And the person, I was like, men don't have fibroids. And Randy, who you'll see in a little bit, he said thyroid. I'm like, wow, Jim's high. He thinks he has fibroids. Thank you, that was funny. Our next comedian, I'm just going to tell you a quick story about this comedian.